I need an extra one for Margot. I didn't have another copy. In fact, I don't know where all my copies went. So somebody's going to have to read me the questions, and we'll fill it out together, okay? So Victoire, will you start by reading me? You don't have to read me all the words. We've already know all the words. Just what's the first problem on the first page?
The section 4.7.
Yeah, I'll show you where we're starting. If you can, yeah, you don't have to read me all those words. If you'll just read me 420.
Okay. 420 inches squared equals blank feet squared.
All right, next week on our test, you'll have something like this, like on the worksheets that you've already had. So you'll change square inches to square feet. So if you write underneath it, I think you can all do this. In fact, I'll ask for volunteers to come up and maybe you want to write on the screen. So do you want to do it right now? Are you ready? Okay, come on, Daniela. All right, but take it super seriously if you're struggling with your conversion.
Also, with Will Smith on the screen?
Exactly.
This is so cool.
Here you go.
What if I do it wrong? It's going to be embarrassing.
That's okay.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Some of you have your calculators out, Maria. A few of you have your calculators out, so you can double check our numbers.
I'm really bad at this. So I'm going to take that as a minimum. 1. Yeah, Danny. Don't let Will Smith intimidate you. Cancels out.
All right, Daniela, look at that. Do you want that?
Oh, wait.
Okay. The last one, how do you want the last one to be?
One foot.
You have an eraser. If you click
Where?
right here,
Oh, here.
right up there. There you go. Now you can go down and erase. Now click on the pen again, under the arrow. Nope. Keep going over to the left, under the arrow, down, pen. Okay? And then just start writing. It'll follow you. There you go. Are you okay with that, Daniela?
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand what I did.
Okay.
I don't.
Now, I'm going to get Daniela to write this. This is 420 inches squared, so that's inches squared, right? Okay. Is that what you're going to say?
So then it's...
Oh, I have a question.
Okay, keep
Should I
watching
ask
her.
her?
In just a minute, you'll get to ask. Let her finish.
Oh, no, wait.
Love her use of parentheses. And a couple of y'all type in what she wrote on the board, and let's give our final answer. Rebecca, I think I saw your hand first, and we'll check it against Gabby and Sarah's.
I got 2.916 feet squared.
Is that what you got, Gabby?
Yeah, 6 repeating.
Okay, 2.916. Give me 2 or 3 decimal places. I'll always tell you on a test how many I want. All right, so 2.916 square feet. All right, thanks. Great job. All right,
was
I'm
so
going to
much fun.
explain it a little bit. Daniela's really good at this. She sees that she has inches squared. That means inches and inches. That means that she must have something that she has the area of, right?
Yes.
Got the area. And so you've got to get rid of both dimensions,
Right.
the length and the width. You got that?
Yes.
And so inches squared can only be deleted by inches and inches. And on the top, she has feet, feet. Well, how do we write feet, feet? Feet times feet is feet squared, right?
Yeah.
And notice that she decided to go 420. No point in saying times 1,
Right.
divided by, and it's real important that she puts that in parentheses. And it's real important that she gives me her unit of measurement, exactly like she did. That's perfect, okay? Susan?
I have a question during the process. How come the feet didn't become a denominator?
Because she was trying to get rid of her inches. she had 420 inches squared. A lot of us,
Oh, I understand.
On the bottom to cancel out.
the one on, if inches are on the top, you've got to have them on the bottom, like Victoria said.
Okay.
Okay?
I realized that too. I was gonna ask
Is that
her,
your
why
question?
didn't she flip it? Like when you told her to change it, I didn't get what was wrong with that.
You've got to have them both on the
Yeah,
bottom.
both on the bottom to cancel out the two.
As you get older, okay, I'm going to erase, if you're taking notes, go ahead and, is everybody ready for me to move on?
Yes.
Okay, as you move away from my class, you will definitely see your teachers and your friends, and maybe even girls, if you haven't already, you'll be doing this a lot in your science classes. You'll have to change from centimeters to meters and all kind of stuff in your science classes. So it's quite likely that instead of writing it down twice, your teacher will just say squared.
Yes.
Okay? So that you can segue into that when that happens. You'll just have to know that means 12 squared, 12 and a 12 like Daniela said. So remember that. Okay, Jillian, what's the next one say?
25,000 meters squared equals blank miles squared.
Square miles, I guess, or something like that.
Click on another zero.
Oh, 25,000. Okay, thank you.
Oh.
All right. All right, girls. Do you want to do it? Or were you just had a question or a comment?
I mean, I'll do it.
I tell you what, I'm going to do this one, and then I'll take more volunteers in just a minute. Okay? Did you have a Sarah?
Actually, never mind. It's
All right. Right now, you may or may not have your charts in front of you that I keep providing. You'll have it on tests. But does anybody know how in the world I'm going to get from meters to miles? Gabby?
Okay, so I was thinking you could go from, I know this is a lot, but from meters to centimeters to feet to
Oh,
miles.
you could go from meters to centimeters to inches to feet to miles.
I would just go from centimeters.
But
Meters to feet to miles.
I mean, you could split it up more.
as long as you have your...
There's most likely an easier way to do it.
Well,
but
listen.
that's what I would do.
Gabby said she knew that would be the long way, so that's okay. I would also go from meters to, I myself would do it a little more in between the two of y'all, Victoire and Gabby and what y'all said, because I just know off the top of my head that there's 5,280 feet in a mile.
Wait, what?
There's 5,280 feet in a mile. And so I probably would go from meters to feet, but a lot of people don't know the meters to feet conversion. Okay, so I would have to give that to you. You could go to kilometers, and there's a way to change kilometers to miles also, but a lot of people don't know what that is without somebody handing it to you. Are any of those, I've got my sheet here. Let's see what we have on our sheet. If you have your sheet, Jillian and I are pulling ours out. But it doesn't really tell me that here.
It just says the miles to feet. That's why I thought.
Doesn't it say
Yeah.
1 mile equals 500
Yeah, that's what they
feet.
Yeah, but we have to get from meters to feet, don't we?
Oh.
You see what I mean?
Why don't you do centimeters, inches, feet?
Let's do it. Gabby said that originally because that's the information we have. Okay, so Gabby, we are going to have to do what you said. Victoire and some of you others, if in our chart I had meters to feet,
Right.
I would go straight to feet and straight to miles.
Right.
I don't have that in my chart. If you can find your first chart that looks like this.
The test, right?
That's, yeah, there's one there,
I just
and
took this one. Dimensional analysis.
yeah. If you can't find one, I'm going to be right. Oh, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So I'm going to go into centimeters first. All right. What's the conversion from meters to centimeters? I'm going to write it up here in red. There's 100 centimeters equal 1 meter.
I know there's obviously going to be an easier way if you could just go from meters to miles. However, is there an easier-ish way in between what I said and
The only easier-ish way is there's probably you're really right. Actually, I would do exactly what you said. I don't know how many meters there are in a feet. but I do know how many feet there are in a mile.
Wait, 3 feet equals 39 inches equals 1 meter. 39, not 36.
Are you talking about a yard?
No, 39 inches in a meter, 36 inches in a yard.
I don't know that that's a direct conversion.
It's not exactly.
Right, we got to be a little bit more precise.
Like
So, like to the
decimals?
decimals, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's just not a common one that people know. If you happen to know it, I would go from meters to feet to miles. Okay?
What, do you know what it is?
I don't. I would have to look it up. I don't ever use. It's not, like I said, it's not common. So I would have to look it up. But I want to do it like the chart I would give you on the test, which is what some of you have held up. Okay? So Gabby, we're back to what you said. All right. So how many? Okay, I've got to decide how to write this. I want the meters on the bottom, don't I? Because the meters are on the top. So I'm going to say 1 meter to 100 centimeters. And then I'm going to do it again because it's square meters. Since it's square meters, I need to do it twice. 100 centimeters to 1 meter. Some of y'all actually were taught to do these little boxes, like filling in boxes. I don't do that. I just write it right next to it, but you can. All right, now meter squared is taken out by meters and meters. I'm going to erase the boxes actually so I have room to write. All right, now I'm in centimeters, and now I'm going to go to inches. In fact, I'm sorry, girls. I'm going to erase this because I'm writing so big I don't have room to write. We'll just start over. Okay, thinking like you'll use what I've given you in the charts. 25,000 meters squared. All right, I said 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Will that get rid of meters squared?
No.
No, so I need another one. 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Remember, we're trying to go to miles. We're going from metric to English. So these cancel out, and now I'm in square centimeters. Maria?
It would be 0.54 centimeters within 1 inch.
All right, so Maria's looking at 2.54 centimeters is in 1 inch. Okay? So which one do you want on the bottom, centimeters or inches? Centimeters. All right, so I'm going to say 1 inch has 2.54 centimeters, and 1 inch has 2.54 centimeters.
Right.
All right, so centimeters, 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 centimeters.
So those are both things that I can put to the second? Or I could choose if I wanted to?
You could. Just remember the 2.54 and the 2.54 is squared also, okay?
Okay.
So you have 2 of those. You can't read that very well. Sorry, girls. That's 2.54 and 2.54. All right, now we're in inches. Gabby, where are you going?
Question.
Okay.
Why would you go to inches when you could just go from centimeters to feet?
Do you have a conversion on your sheet from centimeters to feet?
It's just
30?
30 centimeters in a foot.
Well, a second ago you said 39. Yeah, you've got to use exact. Like,
Exact? Like is
There's
Like-
not 30 centimeters?
yeah, but is
No, it's just
I think
like
so.
our rulers, but it's not exact.
well no, it's not that. It's like 29 point something something. It's less than,
Okay, never mind.
but
I really thought
is
here, let's look it up.
is
If you don't
is it really exactly 5,280 feet in a mile? Is that actually exact? Is it really? I learned that it wasn't exact. You just go with it.
Wait, have I been lied to?
Yes.
Wait, what's centimeters to feet? Can I
Oh, are you
just-
trying to do centimeters, not meters? There's 1 meter and 3.28 feet.
I'm going from
Centimeters
centimeters
to
to feet.
Okay.
So if you do,
Let me see if it's something I'll let you use. If it's close enough, like super close.
oh, it's on.
What have I been learning?
Do you mean feet to centimeters,
No,
maybe?
no.
No, that makes more sense.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I don't know.
30.48, it'd make a big difference.
It makes a big difference.
A big difference. 0.48 would make a big difference.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, think of the difference in 1 plus 1 is just 2.
Yes.
But 1.5 and 1.5 is already all the way up at 3. Big difference in 2 miles and 3 miles.
Okay.
Okay? Interestingly enough, I always want to be transparent. If you go feet to miles,
No, you didn't know this? No. I feel like we just assumed that because it ends at 30 on a 1 foot ruler.
that's what I think Bailey was trying to say. All right, Gabby, do you see when I put this in how it comes out 5,280?
Ah,
And so it's one that's commonly used. Okay, now I tell you what, let's kind of go back to our way of doing things that I try to talk y'all into. I'm going to lose people if we stop and have all of those conversations.
Sorry.
That's okay. They're great questions, and I wanted to check it myself because I just don't ever go meters to feet. So it was very interesting. And if you remember that one, or I put it on the sheet, you could use that. Be a lot easier right now. Okay. Girls, sorry about that. I was meters, got rid of the meters.
Yes.
Took us to centimeters, got rid of the centimeters. Now we're in inches squared, and I'm going to go to feet. Okay? So how am I going to go to feet, Sarah?
So then you could do 12 inches or 8 foot.
Yes. Wow, that's a long one. All right, I'm going to write underneath it. So this is going to be 12 inches.
Multiple inches on top.
Whoa. Let me write it next to it. I'm going to go 12 inches and 1 foot, so the inches cancel. And then I have 12 inches and 1 foot, so that the inches cancel. Have your calculators out so you can check this. Now we're in square feet, and we can go to miles, okay? So there are 5,280 feet in a mile. Which way do we want our feet, on the top or bottom? Very good, girls, bottom. 5,280 feet in 1 mile. 5,280 feet in 1 mile. If you can do this one, you could do anything other than if it's speed. We need to go over that later. All right, this feet on the top gets rid of the feet on the bottom. Okay, a few of y'all type in on the top. Let's write it like Daniela did. 25,000. What else? What other numbers do you see across the top? 100 and 100. Victoire, you could do that as 100 squared.
Right.
Divided by parentheses 2.54. Another 2.54. And a 12. A 12. Anything else? On the bottom, 5280
Right.
and 5280. All right, a few of y'all open your parentheses, try it. Ella's already got a number.
I don't know if this is right, but 0.00965.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this would be square miles.
Yeah.
All right, now let's look at it. I bet I can convert it in Google. So let's go to 25,000 square meters to miles. Let's see, square meters to square miles. So I'm going to put in 25,000. And is that what you have, 0.0096?
Yes, that's it. That's
0.0095.
Wow.
We should have 96.
I love that.
It's 6.5.
965. Okay. All right, so 0.0965. All right, now, as long as we talked about that one that long, I'm not going to do it right now, but Gabby might want to, or a few of you might want to try it with that 30 point whatever.
I did. It's the same.
You go straight to feet, straight to miles. So I'll try
Wait, what's that measurement? What's
It's
to
3.
30.48.
Yeah, 30.48.
Seattle.
Seattle equals a foot.
That's crazy.
Okay.
I know.
All right. So now let's go. Is that all the first page, girls?
Yes.
All right. What's on the next page?
It's to the third.
So 9.1
All right.
millimeters.
So y'all have 9.1 cubic millimeters to cubic centimeters. All right. Any volunteers for this one? All right, Ella.
What's the
I've got conversions up here, I think. Are we going 9.1 cubic millimeters to centimeters? There's 10 millimeters and 1 centimeter.
Okay. Wait, what's the question again? Can I get my sheet?
Yeah. Are y'all all on the second page?
Yes.
If it's cubed, how many of them is she gonna need?
3. So millimeters.
Yeah.
So aren't there 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter?
Is that the way it goes at 10
Oh,
Million.
sure, this is
10 millimeters in 1 centimeter?
Gabby's like, oh, this should
Just convert it to a centimeter.
Yeah, you do it your way and see what you get.
On MM anyway.
and then is millimeter.
Why is it it's 10 millimeters in 10.
I don't. It's my second language.
Remember, you'll be provided with the conversions. We should all be better at the metric system. Unless you grew up in another country, did that happen? Did you learn the metric system first?
My mom
Well,
was
like not like
she would
but
love
my
it.
parents
They talk it.
She was like,
Our system is pretty silly, actually.
yeah.
We're like-
And we're like one people that use it too.
Okay, here we go. 9.1 cubic millimeters.
excuse me, who watches because.
All right, what is she going to want her millimeters? On top or the bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom. Settle down.
Sorry.
Math isn't a lot's fun, but it's not that much. Please write this one.
Today of all days was actually a really good day for math. I never liked it so much. I never
So
felt
to
more
our
betrayed, but I've also never liked it so much.
It feels good to know what's going on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I used to like that.
I feel smart.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I don't have any idea what's going on.
Yes.
I think, and all we were doing was going cubic centimeters, right?
Right.
Very good.
Guess who's,
How do you do exponents again?
okay, so.
You use the little carrot, do you know, Gabby?
We do like everything.
Should be point oh 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 9 something like that.
Oh.
Times 1.
Is anybody else using the 10 to the third instead of 10 times 10 times 10? It's kind of nice to do it. There's a little asterisk key on your,
Thank you. It's below clear.
it's like a house top below
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah. Right below clear.
I just, Mrs. Jerry, I have to ask because you're a math teacher. Have you ever asked Siri to divide something by 0?
I don't talk to Siri. I cannot exist with another woman. It would drive me crazy. If I could change her voice,
You can.
I haven't. I don't have to. I don't ever talk to
I'm a
her.
British man.
Mine's a
And the time she talks to me when I'm not talking to her, I want to go be quiet on the phone. I don't know why I don't know why she bothers me.
Well, I mean, Siri's really creepy.
Yeah, if
So
I could
it's-
change it to Gabby's voice,
Alexa's
maybe I'd be okay.
awesome.
I don't like Siri's voice. Siri might be your grandmother. I don't know.
My aunt downgraded my cousin's phone to a Samsung, and she had an iPhone, and like she would like talk to Siri.
Oh, write your units.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
And all the tea.
I just
Tea
did
look
point
good
zero
right
zero
there.
That's what they have.
Jesus, people want to know, but I don't.
Yes, Ellen. What? Right now, I was kind of like, man, excuse me. How dare you?
Okay,
Do it again.
now,
Makes math fun.
more of you will have a chance to write. Bring the sheet with you to the next class, by the way, but for now, let's go and do the last one on the second page, and then we'll pull it out again to work on. What is the last one on the, I'm going to do it, by the way. What does it say? I've forgotten.
We were skipping this one.
Oh, I want to do that one. The last one on the second page.
Oh.
Okay. Bailey, you got it? What does it say?
Oh, it says 12 million yards cubed equals blank kilometers cubed.
Okay, don't say anything. Does everybody think how, with our knowledge that most of us know, how we're going to get from yards to kilometers? I can go from yards,
Yeah.
feet,
And then mile.
Yards, inches, centimeters.
Does that other chart have something on it that'll help us? The first
If you
chart?
go from yards to feet to meters to kilometers.
If we know that yard to
If you
meters.
go the long route, you could do that.
Yeah.
You can go from yards to feet to miles to kilometers.
Let's do that.
Why would you go?
All right, so I have-
Why would you go to miles? It's not even the same.
Because I think she's got a conversion on. Do you have a conversion there?
Kilometers are longer than miles. Yes, yes, I'm right.
Okay, girls, listen.
So which way are we going?
I'm going to tell you. Listen
Why are we
up.
going out of the metric system?
Listen up. Listen up. We are not going out of the metric system to go back. Jillian's taking us from the English yards into the metric system. So we're not going out and coming back. We're trying to go from yards to kilometers, okay? Also, she's using what, you're going to only be able to use what's in your chart unless you for sure know something that's not in your chart. And if you know something else, like, that can get you there, that's fine with me. I'm going to take her route because she's reading it off the chart that I'm probably going to put on your test, okay? If you happen to know something else and I double check it, that's fine, all right? And by the way, when I pull up the chart, these are common conversions that people just know. It's sort of like spelling words. Later on, maybe this year or the next year, you'll learn the word asymptote in mathematics. Most of my students can't spell that because it's not very common. But you should certainly be able to spell chalk or computer. Do you see what I mean? Like, these are common conversions that people do all the time. There's uncommon conversions that people don't use very much. All right, so Jillian, what was your plan? You're going from yards to what? To feet. All right, so there are 3 feet in 1 yard. I'm very tempted right now in my hurry to go cubed, okay? But I'm just going to write it down 3 times to be consistent for now. 1 yard, 3 feet in 1 yard. All right, so yards cubed is taken care of. All right, now, Jillian, I'm following your lead. What do you know next?
And then you go from feet to miles.
Feet to miles. All right, so there's 5,280. Oh, I don't want to do it that way, do I? Want that put feet on the top with feet?
Feet on the bottom.
Okay, I want feet on the bottom to get rid of the feet on the top. So I have 5,280 feet in 1 mile. 1 mile has 5,280 feet. Good thing y'all write neater than I do. 1 mile has 5,280 feet. So feet, 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 feet.
Yeah.
Now I'm in miles. All right, and Jillian, do we have a conversion straight from miles to kilometers?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm sorry, I think a lot of y'all know that the miles to kilometer conversion is very common because when we say miles per hour in Europe, they're saying kilometers per hour and everywhere else besides us. All right, what is the conversion from?
0.621 miles is 1 kilometer.
All right, 0.621 miles is in 1 kilometer. Who here runs cross country? All right, you've heard of a 10K?
Yeah.
Okay, a 10K or a 5K? Watch this up here. If I make this instead of a 1K, who runs cross country? You've heard of a 10K?
Yeah.
It's kind of a common race. They'll have one in the park next weekend, in fact, called Greta's Great Gallon. Anyway, if I multiply that by 0, that's going to be a 10K, 10-kilometer race. And if I multiply this by 10, it'll move it to a 6.2 miles. So a 10K is 6.2, a 5K is 3.1 miles, and so on. You see it all the time when you're running. All right, so y'all do 2 miles, don't you? Or
We've ran 2 before. We're
2.5.
Yeah, but I think we have to run 3 miles on.
Congratulations.
all right, so 1 kilometer is 0.621 miles. All right, so I have mile, mile, mile on the top, mile, mile, mile on the bottom. So if y'all type into your calculator 12 million, and in case you think these are ridiculous numbers, numbers get really, really big in the real world. People go far, far distances in the outer space, across the country, across the globe. People put gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons of fuel in their airplanes. People in New York make millions and millions and millions and billions and billions of dollars So you're talking a lot of big numbers, okay? 12 million times 3 times 3 times 3. I think those are all my numbers on the top. Everything else is ones. Divided by 5280, 5280, 5280 times 0.621, 0.621, 0.621. Anybody got that number yet? You can't read my writing. That's 0.621. Gabby, what did you get?
I got 0.00919 other numbers, but I
Yeah,
don't.
that's what I get too.
0.00919 cubic kilometers cubed. All right, we'll check it here. So we have 12. Let's see, what are we going from? Cubic yards to cubic kilometers.
What did she get?
And how many did I go? Let's see, 25 million? Or was it 12 million? 12, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And they're getting 0.917. But did all of you get 0.919?
Yeah.
Okay, they must have a little bit of a difference in decimal in their program. This is good. I'm good with that. All right, now get out your homework worksheets for today. And let's speed through
This is what.
the first page. Well, I tell you what. Hang on just a minute. Skip the first page and go to the page. All right, these two pages. Which one of yours came first? Jamil or Mike? Jamil. Homework, we're on this page. We're on Jamil. Okay, Claire? Yeah.
Can I take a drink of water outside?
You can drink it in here. It's in a bottle.
Okay, good.
All right, we're going to fly through just one of these and then probably just one so you'll have time to do what I want you to. All right. So here we are. Maria, you want to answer some questions? Okay, let me shrink this a bit so we can see it all as you answer it. All right, check your answers against what Maria has.
So how long does it take?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm struggling up here. Let me get this. Trying to shrink it. And in the next class, I'll give you the answers to everything. We'll just stand here and call them out so you'll have it to study for the test on Tuesday of next week. All right, so how long did it take Jamil to cycle to the shop? Maria, what did you think?
Said 150.
All right, 150 seconds. Sometimes the little quiz that you're taking will ask for it in minutes.
Yeah.
So that's why we learned conversions. How can we convert this to minutes?
Divided by 6.
Okay. That's fine if you divide it by 60. You might even want to go 1 minute and 60 seconds. 60 seconds. And how many minutes did you get, Victoria?
2.5.
2.5 minutes. So I would take either answer, Maria. If I didn't say what I wanted it in, if I just said how long, you could say 150 seconds. However, think about it with me. I think this is what Victoria thought about is we usually wouldn't say it took me 150 seconds to run downstairs. When you say it take me a couple of minutes to run downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not wrong. It's fine. B, what distance did Jamil cycle to get to the shop? Sarah?
450.
All right, 450. Love the fact that y'all are giving me dimensions. 450 meters? All right, calculate the speed at which Jamil cycles to the shop. Daniela, you want to give us that?
3 meters per second.
That is exactly what I got. 3 meters per second. Okay, now to do that, he's cycling to the shop. And how far did he go? 450 meters. And how long did it take him?
150.
150 seconds. All right, so he went 450 meters in 150 seconds. Daniela divided that and got 3. 450 divided by 150 is 3. And then she has meters per second. That's a speed. Girls, I want you to know that's also the slope of that line. Are those words vaguely familiar to you? That's the slope of that line. It's the rate of change. All right. Raise your hand if you want to answer how long Jamil spent at the shop. He was not there very long. Bailey?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Is that what I got? Oh, I got a little bit longer.
I got
Yes,
90. I got 90.
90 is exactly.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the bottom one. I got 90 seconds too.
Okay.
Oh.
So 90 seconds. How long is that? In minutes.
A minute and 30.
Right, 1.5 minutes. So you could do the conversion, but we sort of also just know this is minute and a half, okay? On the little quiz thing that you do in a little while, you have to, I think, put in a decimal, 1.5. Oh, back to what Victoire and I were talking about. I think it was us, or I don't remember who said it up front. Maybe it was Ellie. Ella, sorry. I know so many Ellies. Somebody said, oh, I think it was Maria. I don't remember who it was. We don't put a 0 many times instead of, if I just tend to write 0.5 or something like that. I think in this interactive quiz that you take, you have to put 0.5. 0.0019. Was that you that said that? I think you have to in this little quiz you're going to take.
Okay.
Okay, and then the last one, calculate the speed at which Jamil cycles on his way home. Okay, Maria?
3.75 meters per second.
3.75 meters per second. Perfect. All right, so I'm guessing what she did was she realized that he went home, so he went this 450 meters. Y'all are great at this. 450 meters, and it took him, I can't read my writing now, I think it was 120 seconds. And then when she divided that, she got 3.75 meters per second. And you would use decimal. 3 3/4 is okay too?
Wait, how did she get that again? So I can write it because I didn't get that.
Okay, right here. Do you see him going home?
Yes.
All right, so he was up at 4:50, so he would get home 4:50. And you can't read over this very well, but it took from 240 to 360 or 120 seconds to go that far.
Right. Okay.
And then when she divided 450 by 120, she got 3.75 meters per second. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. I tell you what, I'm going to put the 3 of y'all together, okay? And I haven't even told you what to do yet. We're going to do it the last 15 minutes of class, and I'll make sure I post your homework. Oh, by the way, your only homework is going to be to study for the quiz on graphing stories. I've been like piling on homework and stuff, so you don't really have any written homework. And I think most of you, a lot of you don't need to study for graphing stories, but why don't I do this? I'll post the answers to this sheet, so you can also study this sheet, okay? So when you go to assignments, and I was the one that messed that up today, when you go to assignments, you'll see all of the answers to the worksheets that you did for today, so you can check them. And you'll see that you're going to study for a quiz on graphing stories.
Yes.
Y'all are doing great. You should be going on the test next week. Okay, now, these 3, I'm going to give you about 3s probably of people to work together. And you'll have to get on your computers in a hurry, and I can tell you where to go. Go in and log into my website, into my class page. So it's going to be listing who you're sitting next to. Sometimes I jumble it up. It'll be Evelyn, Jillian, and Claire, and it's probably only one of y'all needs the computer open, okay? But you can all have it open if you want to, but one person can answer, or you all can answer. When you get them all right, call me over and I'll verify it, or you'll just know. I also will be making sure you don't cheat. Do not do the just tell me. It's very tempting. Okay, so these 3 girls right here up front, y'all agree? Susan, if you'll jump over there with Daniela and Bailey. And then I think Eliza and Rebecca, I'm going to make y'all a group of 2, okay? Because we don't know where I go today, and then y'all are 3. Okay? So Sarah to Yana and Maria. Ella?
Where do we find this?
Are y'all all on my page? Are y'all on my page? Okay. Now you have to do exactly what I'm telling you. Says everybody open, ready to go. And Bailey, Susan, you need to be over there with them. You don't even need your computer. Y'all can all work on Daniela's. It'd probably be good to have paper, calculator, okay? So go to my page and go to topics. Follow straight with me, at least one person in your group. Go to topics. When you get there, you're probably faster than me because this is very slow up here. Go to class openers. Class openers.
Where's that?
Click on class openers. It looks like a fall scene. Okay. And then click on distance time bonus. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Click on that, but don't do anything yet. Okay. Click. Y'all see page 1 right up here where I'm pointing? Is everybody with me? All right. Now I'm going to move over.
Yes.
And if you'll do number 2. Oh, wait. No, not number 2. That was just practice. Okay, number 3. Do you see the big blue 3 up there?
Yeah, we did this. Didn't we?
Right. It was in your homework, okay? You can compare your homework answers. You can rework it again. Oh, wait. Let me make sure that's what I want you to do. Sorry, I looked at this before. Never mind. Not this one either. Okay. Now, click again. Are y'all on? Unfortunately, it misspelled the guy's name at the top, Jamar. But it's really Jamil. All right, keep clicking. Click again.
My thing, all of these only say show.
Right. You got to keep clicking until you're where I am. That's why I
Okay,
said
cool.
stay with me. Stay with me. Okay. I want you to keep clicking until you're at Mike. Are y'all at Mike and it's got a 5 up there? All right, that's the one you're trying to do. Once you finish it, you can go. You can check. You can answer again. You can check just as long as you know how to work it, okay? So y'all work with pencil and paper calculators, unless you really trust your answers, girls. You might have different answers. I want to hear y'all talking. Don't just go with one person's answers, okay?
Oh, that's the answer.
That's what I want.
Get it right, girls.
Easier for me.
Oh, chat.
How long?
I got 10 points.
Let's try to don't not hit show. If you're missing, try again. If you miss it, you can try again.
Oh!